So here's a quick review of the project. Notice it's another 50-point project. Don't wait to the last minute. You know enough with tables now where you can do the first half of the project. The second half will come next week when you do the next module. I recommend doing a little bit of work every day and build up to it. Make sure if you start early, you'll have time to ask me for help, and use the self-grading checklist at the bottom. So let's take a look at the projects. You can see I broke this into two parts, so it's really easy, and I kept the specs separate so you can do all the table stuff now. So you're going to want to do your project to show me that you know how to do multiple rows and columns with a table. Incorporate a table with comments. So you're basically going to build another template that you can open up with a table in it, so you don't have to type all these table tags out. You'll use CSS to style the components like I showed you today. Create a table that does not have borders. Create a table that uses column span as well as row span. And finally do a table inside a table. So y'all should be able to handle that really, really easily. Yeah, you can do all this in one table. Yep, good question. And then for next week, once we go through the design process, then you're going to create a common page layout that will be used throughout the site. Now, keep in mind, you can do this for your capstone project. So think capstone project as you do this piece. So you want to determine your site layout, how all the pages relate to each other. So what's your home page? How does that relate to your contact page, your information page, your order page? And then create a template with CSS, ID and div tags, meta tags, and you don't have JavaScript yet, so you won't need the JavaScript. And I'll have to take that out. Build the pages, adding content and graphics. So that's our end goal. So here's the name of it, Site Summary Page HTML. And notice where I have you save it. I have you put it in your public_HTML folder on your flash drive, your laptop, on your local computer. This is not out on the server. This is out on your local computer. And put it in your capstone folder. Now you should already have a capstone folder that you created for your FTP project. On the page, create a table inside a table using the graphic as a guide. Now, this is just a guide. You can do anything you want as long as I see a table in a table. So feel free to do anything else that you want. But here's the graphic. So this is only a suggestion. Now, I did the purpose of the capstone project, and you would put your summary. Again, you can take this from your one of your earlier projects and update it if you choose to, or if it's changed. Here you'll have a small picture, and you can hyperlink it to a larger image. This would be the page layout. Here's the thumbnail of your capstone homepage. And then you'll probably recognize these are the pieces for the capstone project. So, what did you learn from your business partner? Described how you use proportion, described how you use balance, harmony, contrast, unity, and rhythm. So this is examples of the 6 design principles. Now, you'll get credit on this project for all of this stuff, and you can take this and make it part of your capstone, so you get points in your capstone as well. So this is like a double pointer. And you can use this web page as part of your capstone project. This is going to be your site summary page. So I'm really saying, hey, let's get going on the capstone project. Now, that's a lot of this is the design stuff you'll have to add after next week after we go through that material. But how about your tables? Well, you can set up the table now. So here you have to use the 4 basic table elements. So we got table, TH, which stands for what? Table header, yep. And it's like a cell, but it's the header part. And then there's the TR, stands for what? Table row, and the TD stands for table data, or the cells. Don't forget the summary tag, like I did earlier in the tutorial. Use the column span. Here you can see the column span went across these 2 columns. Use the row span. Here I use the row span. We have a table inside a table right here. Notice it doesn't have borders. Use CSS to style a table, and use lots and lots of commenting with asterisks or equal signs, so it's really easy to see the different parts of what you're doing. Let me emphasize, you don't have to follow this image. You can design the table any way you want. This is just for a starting point for you. Now, on this page, you want to link to your Capstone homepage, which is the index.html located inside your Capstone folder. Don't confuse this index with the one that's in your root. So the one that's in your root is going to be your homepage. That's like your cover page. And that's going to have a link also to this page and to your index. Now, I might go in and clarify this by putting in here capstone/index.html so you know which index I'm talking about. Do you see how I'm big? Oh, like I did here. You see where I got public HTML capstone, and then I could do / after that and have index.html. Now, after you get your table set up a list of numbered items that will be in your Capstone project. And again, I point you out to that website, to the Excel spreadsheet. But for example, here's what we're looking for. Number 1, these are all the links that you're going to set up going out to the pieces on your Capstone. Now, you don't have to make these links, just get the text in here so you're all set up. Once you have all of that done, then you'll FTP this out to your server, your T server, and FTP it into public_HTML/capstone. Put it in your Capstone folder. You're going to keep all your Capstone stuff together in one place. Yeah, Jared. Oh, not a question, just a yawn? Just a stretch. Okay. Now, next week, after we go through the design process and you learn more about design and the 6 design principles, then you can do this part 2 and take care of all of that. And then the information that you're going to do in this part 2 will automatically can fit into here. You'll be doing these pieces right here and this. And again, some of this stuff won't be available because you don't have your capstone done yet. So you're basically just building a shell to hold all your pointers to your capstone information. Anybody have any questions? All right, if anything comes up, feel free to send me an email.